Thank you for watching this jewelry tutorial. The information in this video is brought to you by your friends at Westcoast Piercing in Surrey, British Columbia. In this video, we'll talk about how to bend seam rings open for insertion into a healed piercing. The trick is bending them without damaging them. We're going to start with what not to do, and that's the opening technique that's the most intuitive, which is grabbing the jewelry and pulling it apart, like this. What you'll find is that you actually need to make this quite a big gap to fit into a piercing. The ring is, unfortunately, now bent out of a circular shape. This isn't a pretty looking ring anymore. What's worse is that we're trying to squeeze it back. Once the ends meet back up, they spring back open, leaving a gap. This is not what you want to do. The ring opening technique that will work is called the S-turn. This method has been used by piercers for years. Once you've identified where the ring splits, hold the seam at 12 o'clock. To open the ring up without warping the jewelry, we need to make sure our fingers have grasped the jewelry evenly on both sides. If we favor a side when we open the jewelry, the ring will become misshapen. Now that you have your fingers in position, press straight down with your dominant hand, holding the other hand still. Avoid opening the ring down and away like a door. This motion should be straight down. Open the seam ring large enough to run it through the healed piercing. To close the jewelry, repeat the same steps. Grab both sides equally and return the ring to a ring shape using equal pressure. Because metal has a tendency to rebound, you'll usually have to bend the ring just past where the ends meet, and then it will rebound back to perfectly lined up. Take the time to make fine adjustments so things sit perfectly. If you end up with a gap, redo the S-bend, making sure to bend things back into shape a little tighter than you did the first time. The ends must sit flush to be comfortable to wear in a piercing. Most seam rings have ends that are flat, but there's another style called a cup and divot or cup and socket seam ring. These seams have a concave and a convex end so that the seam kind of disappears when they are closed correctly. When closing these rings, make sure the fit is tight so that the convex side fits right into the concave side. This is the closest thing to a seamless fit as you'll find. A conscientious professional piercer is almost always your best choice for jewelry changes. Thank you for watching this jewelry tutorial. The information in this video is brought to you by your friends at Westcoast Piercing in Surrey, British Columbia.